Here's another of the little portraits with these canvases. That one I left, that's the failure from yesterday. Never got around to finishing it, but YouTube decided to kick me out. You're not welcome here. Get out. You're with your unconventional views. We'll have none of that unconventionalness in here. Have any of you seen League of Gentlemen? You know what I'm talking about now. There's no shouting in here. Film just down the road in Sheffield. Royston Vasey is the name of a well-known comedian. Chewy Brown. Never seen on television. I wonder why. Yeah, so same again. Same as usual. Same colours. Burnt umber. Ultramarine. Raw sienna. Alizarin crimson. And titanium white. And, just for good measure, a bit of cad red and cad yellow. But I'll try and keep away from those if I can. So yesterday was that palette, and you can see the cadmiums, right, and these little canvases are great. I'm not touching, I'm not priming them or anything, but they're really good, really good. These were unprimed again. It's very chalky, very. This has got there's got a gloss. Can you see that? It's got kind of a gloss to it, a depth to it. These are very chalky. I know it's reflecting, but it's very chalky. I don't mind either way. I quite like that kind of alabaster feel about that one. That's very vibrant, obviously. But so no continuity in subject today. It's just a completely different subject. Let me just show you that young woman there. Not quite sure what I was looking for, or if I was looking for anything in particular. I kind of was, but wasn't. I didn't want a half a face. I wanted it to be, a full face, like I was saying yesterday with the ones I did, the one I was talking about half the face. I like the full image of the face. I'm not quite certain about when you only do them as a kind of just half the face showing. It's a bit, like I said earlier, a bit arty, a bit pop art, poster art kind of feel about it. I'm not sure about that. With this one, because it's if I can just get to the roughly the right place pretty quick, I kind of think this is going to be there's not much to it. It's only the face in the center, and then the rest of it's just the hair. So I can just get roughly where things are going to be, and then I can cut loose. Use a small brush, as you can see, only because I don't want to make too much of this bit in the middle just yet. Again, this is not a grisaille, if anybody wants to know. This is just drawing. It's just drawing and figuring out where everything is. Okay. I'm going to go back to the big brush now because I'm going to do the big shapes on it there. I'm going to go thin with a thin raw sienna. There's pinks in it as well, but down here, or red in it rather. But I'm going to just go with this because I'm just going to go up with the base of it, if you know what I mean. I'll build it up. I'll put the other things in now. I think it'll just lose it. Yeah, I'll probably go for the I was just thinking there about doing the highlights, but I'm probably going to go with the darker elements. I'm just going to go burnt umber into this, and then I start. It's not really dark enough, but I think it'll give me the redness of what I'm after. You know, after this kind of redness here, and yeah, nowhere near dark enough, as you can see, but it's because it's thin. You know, it's because the paint's thin. It's just not going to go that dark. I'm going to try. I tell you what, I'm going to try and do. It's just bring up the exaggerate the redness of things. I'm going to do it with the alizarin crimson And there is this, the side of a lip there is really dark. I'll tell you what's showing through at the moment, and it's coming from the lips, I think, as well. There's kind of a purple thing that's going on, a bit of a purple cast. And yeah, I can feel it in the, or see it in the, primarily in the lips, but it's everywhere. When I look at it, it's here, like a pink, like a. Be careful with the white. Just almost tempted then, but no, I won't do that. I'm going to bring that strong blue at the top there, blue and leather and crimson. This bit here, that line there, and there. It's in the corner of our eye there. Let me just put the eye in and get some kind of scale context there. Yeah. I think even more than the yesterday's, the the least I can do with the more I can do with the big brush, the better, I think. I might just wait before I put the blue into the eyes, but I'm tempted to put the particularly with that one, because that works so well. I'm tempted to just leave it and as I put the blue into it. There's blue casting into these eyebrows as well. Particularly that one, I can see blue casting there. So I might just straighten up things and put the blue in there, and then worry about the hair. I think that'll be the next thing. I'm just going to put a bit of white in there and sort out that little bit of a highlight on the lip there. The top half of her lip there needs to be. It's pink, but not. It's a dark pink, very dark pink, dirty pink. That bit there. I might just leave it at that. Yeah. I'm going to get the white in there. So I'm going to come back and do now. Yeah. I'll do it with a brush rather than just spend a bit of time with the big one. Yeah, there's just this here, that bit. And there's this bit above a lip there. That bit. And then let's take some of that out there. Need to straighten that up as well. I think I can straighten up with a little bit of very pale yellow on that one. This bit here. That'll do it. Like that. Yeah. A touch of pink on the just there like that. Perfect. And then I say a blue in the eyes. I might then just move on to the blue, definitely blue in the eyes, and then move into the hair and get that on there, and then right, then this bit here. It's bluer than that. Let's make it really blue. Okay. Yep. This one's the same. Okay. Not really bothered about the one on the inside. That it's too tiny to worry about that. It does want the kind of the white over the eye on that one there. There's that bit. Right. Okay, and then this one on this side. Yep. Okay. And then I'm going to, I might end up just tying it up the top of that top lip there, just to get that pout sorted out. Sort the pout out. Yeah. And then this bit here. It's coming down to there. Like that. And then okay. Yeah, and then I'm going to do the hair. That's a bit of time. This is Lizard and Crimson, sorry, Ultramarine and Raw Sienna. So all it's going to be around because it's very dark brown. I'll do it thin to start with so I can build it up. So now you can see the balance thing happening now. I need to get these to be more familiar. That's that kind of thing there, and then stepping that back as well, because it's more blue than brown. But this needs to really get dark down here, and even though it's quite subtle, and I'm going to have to step up these shapes around the eyes, try and get the eyes to look a little bigger. But I think it's the lid across the top that needs to be stepped up. I'll keep taking the background darker and darker. I'm going to bring some white into that eventually, but some light blue. But for now, this needs to be a lot darker down here, and then darker on that edge as well. Down here, but it's going to be red down there, or there's a red in it. Yeah, time to switch back to a smaller brush for the just to increase the size of the eyes a bit. This bit here, just a bit, not much. Just take that up there like that. That's better. Yeah. Just bring that blue back in on there. be anything to fix it that bit now, and it might be a bigger brush, but there's a danger that it could be an overworking thing if you're not careful with that. Doesn't need to be that. Doesn't need to be that clever. This, but it needs to be the right kind of a touch of blue in there as well, I think. But we'll see. Yeah, touch of blue in there. You can get something that's kind of hints of a blue in there, right? Where it gets really dark, like that, and then up to there when it gets really dark, sort of hints, as I say, of a blue in there. Yeah. This is bluey red underneath there. We've got this bluey red that's going on in there. Quite indistinguishable, but from the the hair that's there. Yeah, bring the bluey hair back down to the here, because it's here. So that will then give me the right neck, implied neck shape in there. Might be a little bit more work on that bit, make it lighter. Yeah, there you go. I'll come back with the thinner brush for that bit, I think. Otherwise it's not going to work. Okay. Yeah, it's that edge there. Not to worry about it being precise, but I just need for it to be less clunky. It's more of a nice. It's always the danger that yeah. Let's get that white on that edge, and that when I come, if that comes down like that, I'm going to come back into it with the bigger brush. In fact, I'm not going to come back with the bigger brush. I'm going to come back with the same little brush, just to make sure that edge is a bit better. It kind of tucks in, so it comes, and then goes quite a bit in there. goes round. That's it. Yeah, I think the bit there needs to be a bit better. Yeah. I think there's most of the hair that's there. Focus now. I think let me just fix this. I want this redness in there, but not like that. That'll do. Okay, and then there is a kind of red there, and there's a red on her nose. So pinky red on her nose in there. There. Okay. This. What do I do with this? It's yellowy bluey. There's that colour there. It's away from the red. I'm kind of accentuating the blue a little bit there, but not getting it all. It's not working. Yeah, that's working. Very much darker. Definitely blue in there now, and that's sort of sweeping down to there. Like that, and then I'm going to leave that there, and yeah, I'll leave that. As I say, there's still like little bits of blue in there that can go in, yeah, like that. Not sure what's going on with that bit, but I'll fix that in a minute. There's no blue anywhere else. There is the blue in the hair here, so which is part of the way the light's hitting that bit. Let's see there. Yeah. These edges of this are kind of blue, but it's mostly like a grey brown. I'm going to put grey brown at the top there anyway, so just a dirty brown, that I think. There. That's all colours mixed together, basically, to get that. It's yeah. There's some white in that as well, because I don't mind that being a bit cloudy. Warm though, not. It's coming out cool at the moment, so I need it to get some. Here we go. So this and there like that. That's it. And there as well. Okay, I'll leave it at that. The bottom here has got sort of a white sky colour. So yeah, I'm going to fix that bit. It's a little bit strange the way that there is. Which I fixed it already. There you go. Just a bit too dense. Maybe pink, some more pink into the lips, just across that line there. Let's see what happens when we do that. Pink. Alizarin crimson, and let's just see if it'll do it. It might have to be cad. you know, to do that, to get that to be as intense as it is. And there, cat's not a good colour for this. It's yeah, better, but not intense enough, I don't think. I think that eye there, which is supposed to be looking at me, I think the problem is with the shape of that upper part of it there. It's a little bit too steep there. yeah, I'm just going to put that blue in the bottom there. I'll get rid of this horrible brown, this brush. This bluey white that's in there. It actually leans a bit towards the red, so I'm going to this one. And the white that's there. I think the rest of it is it's going to be this sort of not too much on it like that. It's going to be a bit of a mess if I do that, but yeah, get rid of that. It's a bit too much of a mess. This bit too highlighted. Yeah, and then this the bottom there. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there at the bottom yet. Whether or not I need to, I definitely need the shadow that's there. But what I do with the this bit here that comes down here. It's quite a way down there. Yeah, swap that top left there because it's just not going to work with the too much of a highlight way on there. It needs to go. Better already. Yep. So I think I'm just going to put this darker. Get these really, because it's gone nearly off the top of the canvas there, out of the frame in the shop. So yeah, much better. Subtleties. It's been like with the charcoal. You'd be surprised at the subtleties of tone. The slight variations in tone, nuances. I've not used that word for a while, so I better use it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that and let it dry a bit, and then just tickle it up a bit, and I'll put it on the socials. You'll see it on on the socials. Just let it calm down a bit, and I'll fix things with a bit, adjust the top of the brow a little bit, increase the densities of things, and do what I do with the charcoal, basically, just tweak all the tones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, great little canvases. These. It seems better than the others. It's kind of. Sometimes I'll prime the canvases, and it's just like painting on glass. Sometimes, if I over prime it, I suppose. And this is kind of somewhere in between. It's between this chalky absorbent feel. You can see how chalky that is, and how vibrant that is. It's somewhere between the two. Plus the fact there's a lot of titanium in that. You can see, can't you, how milky it is. But yeah, they're pretty good. 80p a piece. I nearly got some more today, but I can't. By the time I've done 12 of these, that's it. I'll have no more room in here at all. I'm talking about putting my drawing, my portraits end to end, and it's over half a mile, 0.7 of a mile, if I put them end to end. That's just crazy, and that doesn't include any of the portraits, so any of the oils. But these, funnily enough, might end up being a bit of a theme. I think the biggest theme is the colour. Because I'm steering away. There is a titanium in there. You can see it a bit. I don't mind it on though, really pinky, but generally speaking, it's I'm keeping away from the cadmiums and the titaniums. There's bits of cadmium, but it's still got that vibrance, and yeah, I like that rather than the milkiness of this, which seems a very dire kind of miserable is probably the word I'm thinking about when I look at that. A miserable portrait. Let me do a miserable portrait. I like a vibrant portrait. That's yeah, it's good. That I'm pleased with that. I'll finish it off and stick it on the socials if you catch it on there, and I might catch you later for a drawing now too.